What's going on, guys? It is Shay here. Welcome back to another video. Today, everybody, welcome back to another tier list. And today, everybody, I'm going to be doing my very own tier list on characters from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures Part 2. Now, I'm actually kind of doing this thing in reverse because I've only watched parts 1 through 3 in full. And I'm currently in part 4, but I don't know how long it's going to take. So, yeah, we're going to be doing part 2 today. The other video I did part 3, which was Stardust Crusaders, which had a lot of characters in it. So we're going to go ahead and do this. This shouldn't really take long. Yeah, with that being said, let's begin. So the first character that we have here is Caesar Zeppeli, or if I should say it a lot better, Caesar! That's the first character that we have up here. So Caesar Zeppeli really freaking easily, well, when it comes to like, you know, people, like I guess when they hurt some people that he likes or something like that, or when somebody disrespects his heritage, this dude tends to get really combative and tends to get like really freaking irritated. Like, and me personally, like I found him to be a pretty cool character when he was still alive. But the way he went out, especially when, you know, they found out where he was actually under, or like where he was actually at when he died, from where the blood came from underneath that cross. Oh my god, dude! I ain't gonna lie. Every time I watch that scene, it always kind of, I didn't cry watching this scene, but I'm just saying, I do know a lot of people did actually, but dang, dude, like the way he died, the way they did him was so freaking, I wouldn't say so dirty, I guess because it was all his idea for him to go underneath that thing, I guess. So yeah, I don't know, Caesar Zeppeli, freaking a pretty good character, pretty nice partner and stuff like that, freaking womanizer, but notable fighter as well, even though he was kind of an idiot the way he went about trying to go kill the Pillarmen. So yeah, we're gonna put him at a B tier. So the next character that we have here is the first guy, or I guess the first, you know, enemy that Joseph first runs into, I think episode 13. This is the guy that he runs into on his way to Mexico, or I think he was already in Mexico, but he was going to the thing. You know what I mean? This is the first guy he encounters, and he almost got Joseph, you know, pretty well. He almost got him pretty well. You know, he almost got him beat. But yeah, he almost got him beat. So, you know, he almost had him, but he didn't necessarily have him. I don't remember how or like what Joseph did to him. I think, didn't he put him in a cactus, or didn't he stick him onto a cactus? I don't necessarily remember. So yeah, I mean, he was pretty cool first enemy, I guess, because this technically was, well, in a way, the first enemies that Joseph encountered were the police officers back in New York. But in terms of an actual enemy he had to fight against, this is probably the first. So he's going at a C. So the next character that we have here is SCDC, or ACDC. I think that's actually what it's based off of. But SCDC, well, one of the Pillarmen, and I would say probably my least favorite for some reason. My least favorite Pillarman. I don't know, but I don't really know why he's my least favorite, but maybe he just is, I guess. But SCDC is one of my least favorite, if not my least favorite Pillarman. But I mean, freaking real strong. I don't really know what else to say about SCDC or any of the Pillarmen actually. So I guess he's going out of C. So the next character that we have here is George Joestar II. Now, this is the son of Jonathan Joestar and Erina Pendleton, and is the father of Joseph. Now, he was in the military and stuff like that. He got killed. I think he got killed by some being. I forgot the name of the dude. But, and Lisa went to go freaking kill that dude because, I mean, he murdered her husband. So yeah, I mean, I heard a lot of good things about him, but I guess he's a pretty okay dude. So we're going to put him at a C tier, like probably most of the characters on this list are going to. So the next character we have here, I have no idea who this person is. It looks like Erina when she was a little kid. I don't know who this is. So, and there's like only one or maybe 2 or 3 characters up here on this list. I have no idea who they are. Probably just because they don't have names. But I don't know who this person is right here. So we're just going to put him at a C tier probably. So the next character that we have here is Joseph Joestar in his younger years, who was the titular character for Part 2. He is actually my favorite character of Part 2, but, you know, as I said, he's not my favorite JoJo. But he is my favorite character of Part 2. I mean, he was a lot more, I guess, funnier in his younger years. But he's my favorite character of Part 2. I was going to say my favorite character of Part 1, but we ain't there yet. I actually might end up getting to that here, getting that, you know, okay, you know, screw it. But anyways, he is my favorite character of part 2. And there's plenty of reasons why he's my favorite character of part 2. Mainly because that this dude is freaking funny. Like, freaking, oh, this is weird. Your next line is actually going to be this. You know what I'm saying? And, not many things really catch him off guard, I would say that. I had a freaking brain fart for a second. But Joseph is my favorite character of part 2. And you already know where he's going. He's going at that A tier. Actually, no, going at S tier. So the next character that we have here is Cars, who is the leader of the Pillarmen, or the Pillarman group. And he's also the one to eventually turn into the ultimate life form. And, yeah, when this dude freaking hit the ultimate life form stage, yeah, he was damn near unbeatable, if not almost unbeatable. It's no matter what you did, he literally had no weaknesses. Like, getting close to sometime when Joseph was about to throw him into that volcano, he was literally a freaking god. You could not do anything to him. And I do like how he freaking chased down, without rushing, he literally chased down the Redstone of Asia all the way. He didn't rush it or anything. This dude was patient as hell. And when he had the chance to get it, he always got it. But, until he actually did get it, he ended up, it always ended up getting taken from him. But Cars is not my favorite Pillarman, but this dude literally went to great lengths to get the Redstone of Asia, which was his goal to begin with, right when he was reawakened, I guess. So let's go and put him at an A tier. So the next character that we have here is Lisa, aka Elizabeth Joestar, which is her real name. You already know what spot she's going to. I mean, what reason do I have? What else can I say, man? What else can I say? I was lying a little bit about putting Holly on S tier and the part 3 tier list. What else can I say, man? You can't go wrong with Lisa. The mother of Joseph, and, we already know the whole ordeal with Joseph and him peeking in on his own mom in that one scene, but, you can't go wrong with her, you know what I'm saying? So, the next character we have here, I have no idea who this person is. I really don't know. Actually, no, that's not what I'm thinking about. No, I have no idea who this person is. So, we're just because of that, we're going to put him at D tier. So, the next character, I don't know these next 2 characters. Actually, these next 3 characters, I have no idea who they are. So, when in doubt, put them over here, down here in just a random spot. I think these are like pilots or something, like ship pilots. I don't know. These are like Pillarmen or something like that. I don't freaking know. But next character we have here is Erina Pendleton in her older years. I don't even know how old she was. How old was Erina during this time? I don't even remember. But I do know that this is her in her older years, and even when she was in her older years, she will still beat your ass, especially in Jonathan's case, that is, or Joseph's case. Sorry about that, and especially in Joseph's case, because every single time, because especially if for anybody who remembers watching the first episode of part 2, the dude beat up the police officers for good reason, actually, and he was like, oh my god, I can only imagine what Grandma Erin is gonna do to me. I take it that she taught him well when growing up, because wasn't Erina the one that kind of in a way raised Joseph? Because I don't think Lisa really raised him, because I think she was in hiding or something. I have no idea, but I think Erina was like the main caregiver for Joseph, I think. And if that's the case, she brought him up real well. Even though this dude still kind of did some crime, but she's a really, really cool character, so she's going on an A tier. So the next character that we have here is Robert E.O. Speedwagon, or just Robert E. Speedwagon. We already know what spot he's going to as well. Enough said. Let's move on to the next character. So the next character that we have here is Santana, or the localized name. I don't even know how you pronounce it. There's the spelling on the screen, but I don't know how to pronounce his localized name. But this is basically kind of like the original, or like the first Pillar Man, I guess, that they encounter. And he died pretty fast, at some time after he got put in the well from the sunlight, he died. So, yeah, and I don't really find him so appealing, so he's going to go at a D tier with all these other unknown characters that I have no idea who are, or who they are. So the next character that we have here is Smokey Brown, I think is his full name, but we're just going to call him Smokey. This is one of the titular allies of Joseph. This is the guy who originally stole Joseph's freaking wallet. But, you know, sometime after the corrupt and racist police officers, because, I mean, on the wiki, it's literally what it states them as corrupt and racist police officers. Also, fun fact, when I was actually researching about Smokey, I just randomly went on a page about him. But apparently, originally, I think in a manga, they called him the N-word, which I'm like, did they actually do that? Because I never actually read the manga of JoJo, which I really want to, parts 1 through 3 at least. But like, did they actually call him the N-word in the original? Because it said, like, originally, the police officers called Smokey the derogatory term for a black person, and that's the N-word. So I'm wondering, did they actually call him that? But other than that, Smokey was a really cool friend, really, really good friend to Joseph. And this dude went on to become the well, in the JoJo universe, this dude freaking went on to become the mayor of New York. Like, like, what else can you say about that? So we're going to put him at 8 tier. So the next character that we have here is Strizo, who is, well, in a way, I think he actually helped Speedwagon at one point. But I guess at one point he ended up betraying him or something like that. I do know, and I'm pretty sure that Strizo and Speedwagon have had history before. I think so. And I think maybe sometime, if that is true, I think maybe sometime after he betrayed him, he tried to go off and kill Joseph. But, I mean, Joseph freaking had the Tommy gun at the freaking ready. And just like, so, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what to put him. We're going to put him at C tier. So the next character that we have here is Rudolf von Stroheim. So this is originally an enemy, or I wouldn't necessarily say an enemy, but he was one of the few people who actually aided in trying to see who the Pillarmen really were. And he eventually went off to become an ally of Joseph. Now, this dude is like willing to go to great lengths to kill like the Pillarmen, especially Cars. Like, that's before, you know, Cars got the stone mask. When he did, this dude, I think, lost all feelings down here. So yeah, Stroheim, this dude is bombastic as all hell, but he really is willing to go to great lengths to, you know, to kill the people that were plaguing the world, and we're going to take over the world at first. So we're going to put him at A tier. Actually, yeah, A tier. So the next character that we have here is Susie Q. Again, we already know what spot she's going to go to. Can't go wrong, right? Anyways, the next character, the last two characters were nearing down, but the next character we have here is Wamu, who is, I think, the youngest of the Pillarmen, and is actually my favorite Pillarman. Now, what reason why he's my favorite is because after Caesar died right in front of him, this dude, you know, Caesar gravely injured Wamu to the point where this dude was bleeding profusely. But due to the fact that Wamu's a Pillarman, you know, he could easily just patch himself up. But this dude, when he was fighting him, he was fighting him, you know, and stuff like that. He almost I guess if Caesar did not jump in the air after, you know, he freaking hit him with that attack, hit Wamu with that attack, he probably could have killed Wamu. But even if he did kill him, yeah, he would probably die sometime later as well. But Wamu is a really respectful fighter, and I think that, and I think from what Cars said, or SCDC said, I think Cars said that. I think due to him being such a respectful fighter in combat, that was what was one of his weaknesses. And, you know, even after he killed Caesar, or yeah, in a way he killed Caesar, yeah, he did kill him with the Divine Sandstorm attack. And even though he killed him, he was like, you know, you have my respect and my friendship, Caesar. Like, I was just like, that lets you know that Wamu is like the best Pillarman ever when it comes to like being a respectful fighter. So because of that, he's going at an S tier. And the last character that we have here, I have no idea who this person is. It looks like the caregiver or something like that. But, you know, just like characters, I have no idea who they are. They're going to go right here at a D tier. I don't know. Well, actually, no, let's put him up here. He looks like a pretty good guy. So anyways, that's going to be it for this tier list. As I said, this was way shorter. Way shorter. The freaking part 3 tier list was 31 minutes. And funny enough, it took me, I think, in total, I think the video length was almost 45 minutes. So this one was nowhere near that long. So I'm kind of glad that is. And part 1's tier list won't be as long either. So yeah, with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.